and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and you might remember this bracelet we made here recently. This was from a Blindsided Creation, pattern number 16704, and I didn't like it. So I got to thinking about it, and I thought, what if we make it a little bit smaller? Make it a 12-string bracelet. Let's, I need a dark color. Right, and then the light one comes in like this. The light one there. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna work. It's just these little diamond things. Yeah. Okay, so smaller, which means it won't take nearly as long to make it, which is nice. And we're going to change how the little buttonhole things work in it. So that's my big thing I want to try messing with and seeing what we can come up with. So here, let me just get these in. If I work, because this is going to be all nice and symmetrical, I only have to worry about working on 1/4 of it at a time. Now, the other part that kind of concerns me there is I want it like those, so much zigzags. I want it so that way you really see the indentations as well as the buttonhole. And I'm not going to play around with a tiny thing this time because it just doesn't work. You don't see the indentations on the side at all. So I'm going to make it really super obvious. And yeah, that's the plan. This thing, really, seriously, there's so many zigzags to this strand, but at least we didn't do it every other string was a different color just to make it go in a row or whatever. So yeah, there are some benefits here. That goes there. Now this one, right? Yeah, I guess it could kind of go up in there. Trying to make it at least a little bit consistent here. So I'm imagining this to look like nothing I've ever actually made before. So this should be actually pretty exciting. All right. If we do the select by color, we can highlight all of our blue, grab my paint bucket, use the control button to pick up the color of the pink there, and then we can hit fill whole selection. And there it goes. That's all that. So I filled in the whole pattern before actually making my cutouts because I want it to appear like the whole pattern is working and that just bits were removed. All right, so we copied and pasted that side. If we flip it, there we go. So now we can anchor the layer and merge it down. So there's our top half. Now, if we get our pencil tool, I've already made, okay, so I'm using the rectangular thing, and if you make the aspect ratio 0 and you make the angle 45, you get a little diamond for your pencil, which is really cool. So now I'm going to cut out our little buttonhole in the middle here. So that's, oh, I need to pick up the color white. So I'm going all the way out to the edge. And if I use the shift key, I can make that go in a straight row. Right, and then kind of wipe this out. So there is our diamond that will be right in the middle of the bracelet. Now, the indentations, like I said, on this one, you can't even see like where the indentation is. It wasn't deep enough to do anything. So let's go all the way in on this for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 of these diamond things. So let's go right in here. And cut out our diamond. And the same for the other side. Now, I haven't made anything like this before. I've done some crazy stuff, but not like this. So I'm kind of excited to see how this will turn out. So we've taken out a whole big chunk there, and let's go over here. You see how I put the nice smooth edge when I start a bracelet? I'm going to do the same thing on both sides of this. So that way there'll be like a chunk of bracelet, comes into the middle, comes back out, goes down, leaves a diamond. Let's copy this to the other side. Okay, Control C, Control V, flip tool, flip it to this way, anchor the layer, and merge it down. And this will be our bracelet. I think it's going to be really kind of interesting just to try to put it together. It's already a relatively smaller bracelet to begin with, and because we're removing big sections of it, it's going to probably take a lot less time to actually make it, but we'll still end up with something that's really kind of interesting, I think. So it'll be fun. All right, before I go, I want to thank my YouTube members for making this possible. I need string. Even with these easier patterns, you still need a lot of string in order to keep up with the daily makes. So thank you guys so much for making all this possible. I don't even know how to thank you guys any more than I have. So yeah, I'm honestly, seriously looking forward to making this. And yeah, we'll have this for tomorrow, and I'll have any kind of insight as to what I went through in making it. So definitely come back for that. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.